Today we're going to explore a very common and important pattern called the rounded bottom. And if you've seen the rounded top video, there are some similarities and differences. The similarities obviously is you basically have the same shape, but it's upside down. So in the rounded top, you get this gently curved arch, which breaks down. And with the rounded bottom, you get this gently curved arch beneath that serves as sort of a base that will hopefully precede a big push higher in whatever financial instrument you're tracking. A key difference, though, is simple arithmetic. With around the top, short position, a bearish position, it can't go below zero. The most anything could go down is 100%, and more commonly it'll go down 5 or 10 or 15% maybe. Whereas with rounded bottom, these are the kinds of patterns that can precede enormous rises in price, hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of percent, because that's just the very nature of long versus short positions. So here is one example, historical example. ABC is the company. And you can see here that we have this ascent in price, and then we have this nice shape here forming over the period of many, many years. And this is where it breaks out. And after it breaks out, if it retraces, if it eases back, that's totally okay, so long as it doesn't sink deeply back into the pattern from which it came. In this case, it did not do that. Here's the shape right there, and we can zoom on it like so, and see that this base preceded a huge and very steady run-up in price that lasted for years. Another example is here with Amgen, AMGN. We'll zoom in on this portion just to highlight it. So here is the rounded bottom, the base, and we could probably adjust this a little lower like so just to incorporate. This, of course, is a historical example, so we can fine-tune it a bit to see sort of an idealized sense what that bottom looks like. And another item I want to mention is bottom is a bit of a misnomer. It sounds like the stock's been going down, 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 and it finally stopped falling, so you have a bottom. This is a continuation pattern also. A rounded bottom might be at the bottom of a long bear market, but it also could be simply the pause that refreshes in a period of time, in this case again measured in years, in which the stock consolidated, weaker holders sold out, new buyers came in, and once enough mass had accrued of more buyers than sellers, it breaks out of that range and once again pushes into this very long, very steady, tremendous multi-100% rise. A couple of more examples. Very well-known name here, Coca-Cola, KO. We see a couple of rounded bottoms here, both here and a cleaner, larger example right here. Zooming in, and once again, nice base. The pattern here neatly incorporates the entire price action for all these many years. And as you can see, it struggles a bit here to finally emerge from that base because it's been there for so long, trapped in that range. Once it's finally loose, it really never looks back like so. And one other simple example, and this one I have not tinted. This is just a simple line to show how clean this is. This is Microsoft. Now, Microsoft was known in the 90s as a stock that could basically do no wrong. It did nothing but climb. A lot of people have forgotten this, but for a long period of time, during the Steve Ballmer years and the early part of this millennium, it really stunk as a stock. It just ground around. It lost a huge amount of its value. But after this bottom was formed, this long base, and it finally broke out, it was in a new bull market, sort of similar to what it experienced here. And importantly, after it broke out, it had some serious wobbles because remember, Microsoft had a pretty bad reputation as a stock by then. So it sold off and it sold off again. But in each instance, here and here and here, it challenged what had been resistance, but was now acting as support. And third time's the charm, it finally hit bottom and it never looked back from there. One thing you may also notice is there are times that you have multiple instances in a stock's history of rounded tops or bottoms. Here in green, I've noted a variety of rounded bottoms, each of which preceded a nice lift higher. And this kind of goes to the stock's personality. If you see many instances in the past of a particular pattern happening, it serves you well to pay attention to what it did afterward, because not all stocks are the same. They're like people. They all have their own personalities. And in this instance, We can see here time and again, whenever, in this case, Micron, symbol MU, formed a nice rounded bottom, it typically preceded a very powerful push higher. Here's another example, just with a couple of instances. Gilead, G-I-L-D. Here's a beautiful rounded bottom here. And here again, much, much longer and more substantial, and probably has plenty of years to go after this enormous space. But once again, we have here a situation of repetition. How did this particular stock behave with this particular pattern? Another pharmaceutical example here, Eli Lilly, LLY. This chart goes back for way more than half a century, many, many decades. And there are three tremendous examples here of beautifully formed rounded bottoms. Now, this is a true bottom here. This is at the low of the stock for this history. This is a continuation pattern here, as is this, which is the largest of them all. And so we can zoom in here, and we can see once again that this lasted for years. And that's another important point, that the older the pattern is, the longer it's been building itself, the more potent its breakout will be if in fact it does break out. And you can see here with LLY, when it broke out from this split adjusted price here, when it was down around 40, now it is into the quadruple digits. This was a tremendous 20x rise preceded by this rounded bottom. One other kind of note of caution though, you may also see instances where the patterns get smaller and smaller and their efficacy diminishes. Here is Manhattan Associates. This was a huge rounded base. Nice rise on this one. A couple of things went wrong here. This is much, much smaller, and take note that after the breakout, it tested support successfully, tested successfully again, and then here it failed. It broke below, and that sent this stock into a severe drop, which sent it below even the lowest ranges of that long base. So that's the kind of breakdown that you want to watch out for. But in an idealized Euclidean sense here, you've got the final example, Applied Materials, AMAT. And this is a stock that is the kind that can produce generational wealth because it has done nothing but go up for most of its life. But it's kind of broken into three huge phases. This one was its initial enormous bull market. Then we had this long stall period, kind of like Microsoft. And during that time, this rounded base was formed, this rounded bottom, and it broke away, fell very severely, but did not even come close to breaking back into that pattern. And since then has been engaged in a series of higher lows and higher highs, which brings us to this day.